Okay, let's have a look at the next setup procedure. It's the setup of the swash plate and zero pitch. Here are the things you should have already done before continuing with this step. All the linkages have to be in the correct length, all the linkages here. The swash plate has to move correctly, following the input of the transmitter. So you have to hook up the transmitter. Furthermore, you have to connect the flabless unit to the computer and start the software if your unit is set up via software. Next, bring your flabless unit into the zero pitch or zero center point or servo center setup mode, whatever it is called in your flabless unit. A little tip here, you should use the setup mode before you mount the servos onto the hailie as well. So you can make sure that the servo horns are in line with the servo itself when they are at zero pitch. Which angle the horns have to be depends on your hailie. For the Goblin it's 0 degrees, respectively in line with the servos. For the T-Rex 550 for example, they have to be at 90 degrees. But now let's move on with the setup procedure here. The Soko Kit has to be mounted of course in position 2, which is quite easy if there is no head stopper disc, cause the only thing you have to do is put this linkage back on. That's it, the Soko Kit is now mounted in position 2 again. In addition, the main shaft has to be in absolute vertical level as well. But if you have followed the previous steps, this is already done. Next, follow the link, this one here, to the ball down here. This is the ball that tilts the Soko Kit. We are now going to change the midpoints of the servos in the software. Our target here is to get the absolute angle of the Soko Kit to 0 degrees. My first servo is the one that's closest to me. So I align the Soko Kit ball of the swash plate with the servo ball of the swash plate. I read 0.6 degrees. Now let's change the servo midpoint value in the software. When I decrease the value, the absolute angle increases, so I have to increase the servo midpoint value. Increase it, increase it. Perfect, now it's 0.0 degrees. In my particular case I had to change it from 5 to 7. Now let's set up the next servo. So turn the head 120 degrees. So it is aligned with the next servo. We have here 0.8. 0.8. It seems that I have to go up with the value again. Okay, I changed it from 0 to 2 and now it's 0.0 degrees. Finally, let's go to the third servo. Again, align the ball with the Soko Kit linkage. I read 0.7. Going up is the wrong direction here, so I have to go down with the servo value. I read now 0.1, but it's okay, because if I decrease the value by 1, it jumps over 0.0 and gets to 0.1 again in the other direction. Because I changed the midpoints of the servos, and it is a 3-point swash plate, I have to check all servos again. But it seems that in my case the change was so minor that each servo is still okay. So I'm done. Your swash plate is now perfect perpendicular to the main shaft, and you have true zero pitch when your transmitter stick is in the middle position. There is just one small thing to do. Because the 0° pitch is just in the blade grip where the Soko Kit is mounted. So swap the Soko Kit from one blade grip into the other blade grip. You should use the screw again, but in my case the Soko helical fits snug into the blade grip, so I'm not using it. But you have to make sure the helical is in line with the main blade axis. I read 0.1 degrees, 0.0, 0.0, and now it flipped over here to 0.0 as well. So I was lucky, both linkages are exactly the same length, so I don't have to adjust the length of the linkage here. That's it for the setup procedure. The swash plate is perpendicular to the main shaft, and both blade grips have true 0° pitch.